with John Jones gone, to me, it's like it's wide open. And then you have injuries. You know, John just got injured, had to pull out of his fight. My homeboy Anthony Smith, I mean, he had the surgery and then staph. And I think he's back to healthy and going to be looking to fight April, May. But, you know, he's going to have a stab at the title here, I think, in the next fight or two. It's a revolving door. I feel like it's wide open, man. It's, you know, it's up for grabs. And just to get a piece of that a couple times is life-changing. And that's my goal, man. I really think I can with the right timing. And like I said, everything's timing.
All right, man. Let's jump right into it, man. March 5th, UFC 276. So you get to go back-to-back UFC pay-per-view events. It must be nice to be back in front of fans. You know what I mean? Like, you were in front of fans the last fight, but you get to go in front of fans again, man. It seems like you don't want to go back to the Apex again. A lot of fighters I've been talking to, man, they don't want to go back. They don't like it.
Hey, man, we love the fans. We do this for the fans. We feed off of their energy. And you're right, man. UFC 272. Sold out T-Mobile Arena pay-per-view card with fans. There's nothing better. I'm super excited to be able to showcase my skills in front of a crowd and back-to-back pay-per-view cards. I think that says something about the UFC. You know, allowing me to be a part of such an event, and it's my honor, man. And I'm pumped. I can't wait.
And you got a solid matchup here, man. A guy that is a striker, a dangerous striker. Stylistically, I think it's the best fight so far on this current run with the UFC. Thoughts on your opponent and the style that he brings to the table?
Yeah, man. Extremely tough opponent, extremely durable, very skilled, man. Very good, very high pressure, very high pace. Brings the fight. He's going to get up in my face. I'm excited, man. When I tell my family and friends about this fight, it fires me up inside because I know how good this guy is. And I got to be on my A game, man, and I'm training every day, prepping for that. I can't wait to lock horns with this guy, and may the best man win. I think I think I'm a better stand-up fighter. I think that he's very good at slipping, sneaking takedowns in. I think once I defend a couple of those, it's going to be game on. In my opinion, looking up and down the card, this is a fight that's going to be an absolute banger. Like, two guys are going to go at it from the start, and I'm looking forward to it, man. He fires me up. He keeps me up at night. I can't lose focus for 1 second in this fight. This guy's very good. He's got great power. I'm just a little bit better. I can't wait.
You're a striker. Everybody knows that, right? You have a long history in that art of kickboxing. Are you waiting for a guy that's just going to stand and trade with you, man, instead of trying to, like, hug you? You know, like, I'm pretty sure right. You're running into that too much.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, guys are going to want to take me down. And I think even this guy, he's very skilled. He's a high-level MMA fighter. MMA is mixed martial arts. There's stand-up and ground game. So I think he's going to be the first guy to maybe sneak in a takedown. And like I said, that's my game plan, to defend it, be aggressive, defend a couple of those. And once I do that, I think he'll stay standing, and we'll keep it standing. And like I said, may the best man win, man. It fires me up thinking about it, you know. So, but of course, I'd love going toe-to-toe with any kind of kickboxer.
What do you think separates your striking from his?
I think I'm a little bit cleaner. I think that I think I'm tighter. I think he has some openings. I think he's southpaw. He digs in hard with that rear body shot, but leaves himself open. And, you know, I think my long career in glory, I learned that. I used to fight like that. I used to throw a body shot like that, leaving myself a little bit open. And you get check hooked in this TKO, man. And I've been studying him. I think there's some openings, some things, especially if he tries bringing it to me like he does. I mean, that's how he fights. I love his style, man. I hope when I look across that cage and he's pacing back and forth, high pace, I can't wait. I'm going to be standing there like, bring it. I'm going to buckle down and just go, man.
He's on a 2-fight win streak. You know, did you get to check those 2 fights out?
Yeah, the Bukaskis and what was the other one?
What's his name?
I know.
Gostums or something like that. Yeah.
I've seen him. I've watched his fights. Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm well aware of what he brings and how good he is, and it's a great challenge. You know, the next guy, my goal is to win this fight and then take a fight 7-12, somewhere in that range. You know, and in this situation, him and I are both just outside that top 15. Now it's like I don't have to fight 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. That's not how it works. Say there's an opportunity for 8, 9, 10. Next thing you know, you're in the top 10. Now it's just timing, man. Who's ready? Who's ready to go? You know, and our division's wide open, and like I said, I just have to keep that focus and intensity in my training. And we're 5 weeks out, man. So we're peaking right now. We're getting to where we're starting to push the pace, and things are really starting to turn over metabolically, and we're really going to push the pace and get the cardio up and get ready for war.
You make a great point about the division. It seems like it's rotating at the top a little bit, right? Like the newer crew of guys are heading, jumping into the top 15. And you're part of that because in this run, man, you haven't lost. You're basically on a 5-fight win streak.
100%, man. You're 100% right. And there is. It's with John Jones gone, to me, it's like it's wide open. And then you have injuries. John just got injured, had to pull out of his fight. My homeboy Anthony Smith, I mean, he had the surgery and then staph. And I think he's back to healthy and going to be looking to fight April, May. But, he's going to have a stab at the title here, I think, in the next fight or two. It's a revolving door. I feel like it's wide open, man. It's, it's up for grabs. And just to get a piece of that a couple times is life-changing. And that's my goal, man. I really think I can with the right timing. And like I said, everything's timing.
Your last fight, man, was a pretty wild journey, a week's notice, straight off the mountain, not even off the couch, off the mountain, and you got the unanimous decision. Looking back at that, man, what did you think of the performance against John Allen?
I got the job done. I did what I needed to do, especially with the lack of preparation, and I was still training. And so everybody's like, oh, straight off. It wasn't like I was off the couch, but I was straight off the mountain. I was in the mountain. I was on an elk hunt. I was training with my boy Jordan Williams, helping him get ready. I was kind of being the Ian Gary for him and giving him a good look. So we were getting great work in. But yeah, I was straight off the mountain. And then looking back at that fight, I was real tall. I just wasn't as sharp as I have been that I previously was against Darren Stewart, and not as sharp as I'm going to be March 5th against Michael. So I'm happy I did what I needed to do to get the win. It was a big opportunity, and that's what my word last year was opportunity. And the same with this year. There's going to be opportunity, man. When I go in there March 5th, take care of business, there's going to be another opportunity. And I just got to stick to the script, continue grinding and getting better, 1% better every day. And we're close, man. My goal is to get in the top 10 for sure. Of course, top 15 after this win, but sneak a 7, 8, 9, 10 fight in there and really jump onto the scene.
Yeah, when you go into a fight with kind of everything stacked against you, you know what I mean? Like short notice, not really a camp. And you said you had to make adjustments. You didn't feel like you were yourself, like in prior fights. It shows a lot, right? It proves a lot to yourself, not really to like everybody else, but for yourself, right? The confidence builds from that.
Oh, 100%, man. You said it. Like it proves it to me. Like at the end of the day, you want to win, and the main person I want to prove right is me. I don't want to prove anybody wrong. I want to take these challenges in daily, and what I told myself prior to that fight, it's not what I've done the last 30 days necessarily. It's what I've done the last 10 years of my life that have led me to this moment. And it's like, go in there and challenge yourself. You're battle tested. I've been through, when I tell people I've been through it to get to it, I mean that. And to me, that was just a veteran, because at first I was like, no way. When I first heard about that fight, I'm like, no, I'm good. I was like, and then I was like, hold on, I'm going to be there. And I can't just tell the UFC no if I'm going to be there. I was like, this is an opportunity. It's Madison Square Garden. Hello, with fans, pay-per-view card. Once I really started thinking about everything, I was like, where do I sign up? I was like, all right, let's go. Let's get this camp rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. I was all in. But again, it was just me stepping up and accepting that challenge and being able to look in the mirror, have that talk with myself, and man, I'm battle tested. So I was like, let's ride. And while I didn't perform as well as I would have liked or get the finish, I was good enough to go in there and win dominantly. And now, go ahead and just build off of that and then go out there and just ball out March 5th, man. I can't wait.
Definitely. And, it was probably a good Thanksgiving, good Christmas, and then you get into camp, right?
No, yeah. So I was No, man. I had a great holidays. We enjoyed the break. Drove my grandpa back to Illinois. Met up with my twin brother and his family and my wife's family, and just really had enjoyed a lot of time together. Especially with my grandpa. We drove. So we were in the car 13 hours there, 13 hours back. A lot of good conversation with him and valuable time spent. And then when we got back, yeah, it was right to I got into training, and then it was New Year's. We went up to the mountain for New Year's, and it's been game on ever since, man. So I'm excited. Like I said, I wasn't at my best my last fight, but I will be at my best. Michael's going to be fighting the best Hyon come March 5th, and I'm excited, man.
Any like old fight stories from Grandpa? 13 hours is a long time.
Yeah, no, not necessarily. He wasn't much of a scrapper. No old fight stories. But so we drove right through where he lived for several years, and where my mom was born, and my Uncle Doug, and everybody, and so we had a lot of family stories. And then my grandma just passed in November of 2020. So it's still kind of fresh, and we shared a lot of stories about grandma and just where they were growing up. My grandpa loves golfing, so we talked golf the whole way, and football as well. Football was going on. We were watching football, so it was great, man. Great conversation.
For sure. And you get back, Factory X is your home, of course. Who's been the bodies, man, this time around helping you out?
Yeah, the big boys. We got Harris, my boy Harris. He fights for LFA. He's 5-0 pro. Another guy that's on the knocking door, the stepping stone, the UFC. Jordan Williams has been helping me out. 2 southpaws. Both guys are southpaw. Josh Frim, who gets a big opportunity this weekend. He's fighting on that Dana White looking for a fight, James Krause's show. And he wins. He's in the UFC, man. They're basically set it up for him, and they're looking. And the Nelk boys are going to be there. They want to sponsor a guy. So, man, he's got a big opportunity this weekend. He's been a big help to me. He's a straight killer, man. Of course, Cody Brundage. I love working with that guy. Super strong, and always helps me with my ground game. So those are some of the main ones, and same guys that have been with me the whole time.
Jordan Williams, I think that is kind of like a perfect sparring partner, man, to have to kind of emulate your opponent, really.
Absolutely. I tell you what, and Harris too. Harris, he's got another last name I can't really pronounce, but no, he's very good, very, very, very strong, very durable in my face. He's been a great look, and so is Jordan. Both guys southpaw, getting up, getting after it. So I'm gonna be well prepared, man. I've got a couple good looks, and I just got to go out there and do my thing.
Your opponent, he's only lost twice in the UFC, man, both times by submission. What do you envision with this fight? Do you feel like you could be the first to, be able to knock him out in the octagon?
Yeah, I certainly think that. I see that happening. I'm working on that. I've got a few techniques that I'm really drilling and preparing for some counter moves that he leaves himself open for. And I also, man, my ground game's underrated. I'm never going to be the guy to go in and take you down, but I've got good wrestling defense. I've got good, if it does go down, scrambles to get back up, and then maybe catch you with a slick submission. I've got long arms, so a couple nice chokes that I always work, that are always my go-tos in good scramble situations. So I just think I'm better everywhere, man. I think that he's going to come out, push the pace. I'm going to check hook him a couple times, and we'll see, man. Of course, if I drop him right out the gates and get that extra, I've not won a fight bonus yet, man. So my eyes are on that fight bonus. So I'm trying to definitely go for that. And I think he's the type of guy that it takes 2 to tango, and he's the type of guy that you can get one with. It's going to be a great fight. I can't wait.
We could have one of those, like, where did that come from? Like if you get a submission on him, you'd be like, where did that come from? We see that all the time.
But plus 3,500 on DraftKings or something. Jacoby by submission round 2. Yeah. Bank it. Let's go.
You talk about, jumping up after this into the rankings, but there's a guy, he fights in the UFC now that you fought in Glory, Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you love to have that fight, with MMA gloves?
Well, the thing is, he's fighting at 85. I'm fighting at 205. But if there's definitely some opportunity. I know he can fight at both. Of course, man, I'd love to get my redemption on him. I think that's definitely a fight. I've said it before. I won't be the first guy to shoot. In that fight, I might be the first guy to shoot. I don't know, man. But it'd be a much different fight because of MMA, mixed martial arts. That is a fight where I think I'd have to come out and showcase a little bit of wrestling. Pereira is very dangerous. I mean, I'm a fight fan too, man. I love his style. I love what he does. I love who he is. I love everything about him, man. Great fighter. So if I was able to compete with him and avenge that loss, of course I would love to. If it made sense, we're both chasing. We're close in weight, but we're chasing different weight classes right now. We'll see, man. I'm not opposed to it.
Exactly. There's a lot of guys that are at 85 that go up to 205. We've seen it over the years, you know what I mean, and high level.
And Pereira was the champ at 205 and at 87. They do a kilogram, so 85 kilograms and 95 kilograms. But he was a double champ in glory, so he's definitely capable. And but I think he's chasing Adesanya right now. He wants, he wants that gold. And I tell you what, man, I don't think he's far from it. He gets, again, timing's everything, right? You get this guy like 4, 5, 6 wins in a row. Like, holy crap, let's go.
History helps. A few more, man. Outside of the fight, MMA fans, they're some of the best and some of the worst. You've been dealing with them for a long time. What do MMA fans or just fans in general obsess about too much that fighters really don't care about, in your opinion?
What they obsess about? I don't know. I'm not sure. What do they obsess about? It's funny too, because like on Twitter, man, you got these fans like all over the place. Just show no respect, no appreciation, just straight shit talk, and that's pretty frustrating. I don't think they just appreciate a good war, man, like a good fight. Even my fight with CLOUDBET, if you go back and look back at it, it was a pretty good back and forth fight. Like two guys like fight. If that was back in the day, a gladiator in a dome, we would have fought to death. But you guys, I feel like they don't appreciate that. Just a good scrap. So I think that's all I got right there, man.
PTSD in combat sports, like it could come from injuries, it could come from bad weight cuts, even a loss, just damage maybe from a fight. Have you gone through this and overcame it in the past or seen it around you?
Well, I tell you what, PTSD is a real thing. Like when I first broke my arm fighting Simon Marcus, I fought him. I first fought him for the title, glory title, in May of 16. Then I had an immediate rematch, lost the decision, immediate rematch in October of 2016, and it broke my arm. And I remember for the longest time, I was like nervous. I watch guys fight or guys spar, even sparring, and they'd rip kicks with shin pads on, right, and elbow pads, and I would like cringe every time I saw it. I'm like, how in the world, man? And I used to do that no problem. Like, kick me all you want. Check it. So for the longest time, I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to do that again. But I eventually got over it. And now I'm to the point, like, go ahead, rip a kick. I'm checking with my arms moving down. But I remember for the longest time, it was like, I don't even want to check that. Like, I think it's just going to break. And I don't know how it doesn't, right? The human body's crazy.
Yeah, it's great to see that, it can be overcome. A lot of people don't realize. I think like going back to the fans, they don't understand that aspect of the sport. I believe they don't think about it at all.
No, it's easy to sit back and just type on a keyboard, to be the man in the arena and go through the pain, man. Even when we're winning fights, it's not always. We're feeling bad walking out of there. Like Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, that type break right there. I don't know if I'd ever want to throw a kick again. Look at Tyrone Spong. For the longest time, he didn't kick. He just boxed. He had that same break, and the word around the town or through the grapevine was that he didn't want to kick. He didn't feel comfortable kicking, and everybody's got to. He recently just came back and fought MMA, but yeah, you can't overcome it, man. But it's definitely a thing that this is real life, man. This isn't just a game. Our bodies are on the line, and even we practice every week injured. We go into a fight or whatever 100%. So. Give us a little bit of respect,
Yeah, definitely. We need to pay respect to that, a lot of respect. Last question, Kevin Lee, he left the UFC, he signed with Eagle FC, and he's being paid in crypto. What are your thoughts on cryptocurrency, and would you ever consider being paid your fight purse in crypto?
Absolutely. I'm a big crypto advocate. I share stuff. It's just, there's software programs that are changing the way we live. They're helping the way we live. In the 90s, the malls were booming, and Amazon digitalized the malls. And now you got everything at the click of the button. The movies were booming, the theaters, people going out to the theater. Netflix came and digitalized that. You have newspapers, magazines, Facebook came and digitalized that. It's just the whole world is going digital. And while there are so many cryptocurrencies out there, not all of them are going to survive. We needed this crash right now. And if you look at it, like every third year, crypto crashes like this. And the next 3 years, this is the best time to get in, man. I'm so thankful. I got in a year ago, and I have not lost money. I'm heavily invested in cryptocurrency. I'm down on a few coins here and there, but overall, money-wise, I'm up a good amounts. And I would continue putting. I'm going to continue putting in. It is the future. There's certain software programs, cryptocurrencies that are going to be, game changers for the entire world. This 5G and all things internet, it's a real thing, man. And I would definitely consider, especially right now in March, I would take my payment in Bitcoin 100%, because in a few years from now, Bitcoin is going to be over 100K. It's going to be through the roof, man. I'm a firm believer, and it just is what it is, man. There's no way around it. It's not, people look at crypto as fake money. It's not fake money. These are software programs that are making your life easier behind the scenes, that now you can turn your lights on with your phone, or start your vehicles with your phone. I mean, the whole world's going digital and electronic, and I'm definitely going to be a part of it. I'm invested in it. I'm going to be rich. I know for a fact I'm going to be rich. I can't wait. I'm just waiting. I am rich right now. I'm just waiting for the universe to catch up with more millions. You know what I mean?
Well, crypto, I could completely understand. But these NFTs, man, a lot of people are saying that this is something that you should be really careful about, because, I don't know, it could be something that, like crypto in the beginning, it kind of just crashed.
Well, again, so you can. There's all kinds of NFTs, right? But there's only certain ones that with value. And I actually need to get on my NFT game and start a little collection. I don't own any NFTs right now. But like, even so, I was talking with a friend about this a few weeks ago, before the UFC came out with UFC Strike, and now they're coming up with NFTs off of what we've done, performances, action shots inside the cage, and they're going to make money off of them. I was telling a buddy, my buddy and I were talking about this, like, we need to start our own fight collection of NFTs, like the Hyon, every moment captured. And where the UFC can do this is because their photographer captured the moments. So I need to have a guy taking the pictures, and that I would think that's the difference right there, that I can't use their photos, right? But I can use my photos, and then I can start my collection of the Hyon NFT collection, and then fight fans can start their collection, and they can, pay for them, whatever the price is, whatever the going rate is, right? So I need to get in that. It is a thing in the future, and like you said, you got to be careful. You can't. I'm not just going to go buy, just any NFT, because that's another thing. NFTs, what people worry about is I can just screenshot it on the phone. So here's an NFT, I screenshot it, and I'm like, here, this is mine. I try to sell it. That's not how it works, and that's why there's a blockchain with proof, of what's going on. And the blockchain really is what the future is, man, or a hash graph, however you look at it. I'm invested in both. So whatever, man, one of them's taking off. I can talk crypto all day. I eat, breathe, and sleep it. I love it.
That's great to hear, man. It's the, when you were a kid, baseball cards, basketball cards, that's what it is. It's just a new version of that, you know what I mean? And even those things are going up in value right now, the old school cards.
You remember the Pongs? Did you ever have Pongs? I mean, those are NFTs, right? Those were tokens. I had a whole collection of Pongs. I had my case. I mean, now it's just digital. We're just digitalizing a whole transition. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's just greasing the wheel that's already there, making it easier. And that's what crypto does. That's what these NFTs are doing, man. I'm excited about the future, and I highly recommend people getting in, because this is like the .com boom, man.
Yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy that you have other things that you're into, Oh, damn.
My dog's trying to steal the show.
Yeah, big dog.
He's trying to steal the show. Oh, absolutely, man. I'm into it. I love talking it. I love researching it. I do that a lot of my spare time, man. I'm a big believer in crypto.
Your dog he don't like it. He just took a big yawn right up.
Yeah, he's like, man, would you quit talking already? He's like, give me some attention.
Yeah.
This
All right,
guy's
man.
funny,
March
man.
5th,
He always steals the
UFC
show.
272. Dustin, always good, man. Catching up with you. Good luck on the fight, man. Appreciate the time.
I sure do. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I'm training hard. I'm looking forward to this, and it's gonna be a great card. How you started this conversation, man. Pay-per-view card with fans doesn't get any better than that. So I'm excited.